This is Elgin Subway Surfer Bowling, your creative caricature marketing consultant. And this is the first in a series of segments titled How to Become a Professional Cartoonist. My reason for making these particular segments is that many of you are interested in finding out how to get into the cartooning field, how to break in, so to speak, and you may be having a little trouble knowing exactly where to go, what to say, how to start, what to draw exactly. And just by me talking off the cuff, about my own experiences, I'm hoping that you guys can, and girls, can glean something from what I have to say. So I'm just going to ramble on in these talks. I don't know how many, I don't know how long the series is going to be, so it'll be an indefinite series, okay? Let me start off by saying this, or showing you this. I've been a professional cartoonist since I was 8 years old. By professional, I mean that I got paid to draw. Now, it doesn't matter if you're getting paid millions of dollars, or chump change. In my case, I was approached by an author, Mary Ann Gross, who wanted me to illustrate this book right here. Mother, These Are My Friends. And what this book was about, hold it up here so you can see the cover a little more. What this book was supposed to be about, it was during the time of the Vietnam War era. The Black Panther Party, was emerging. There was a lot of turmoil, a lot of change happening in America around the time where this was published in 1968. Yeah, I know I look good for my age, but I digress. And this book contained the thoughts, wishes, fears of school children in the Harlem area. And I don't know. They found me because I was winning a lot of different awards, for art in the Brooklyn area. My teachers had entered me into art contests, and I was winning all over the place. And they wanted me to draw the cover of the book. And right from the start, you could see that I was a cartoonist. And this particular, if I was to play psychologist, armchair psychologist, I would say this particular book cover shows not only my imagination, but it also shows my mental state. That's my mom waving, at the bottom, of the picture here. The guy in the center with his arms outspread, that's my older brother. He was good looking, he was athletic, everybody liked him. He was the star, of the family. And that's me right behind him, with my arms on my hips, looking at him kind of jealous as he ascends up into the sky, and what's interesting about this is that if I'm drawing the cover of a book, you would think that I'd make myself the star, but I didn't in this case. This reflected clearly, where I felt my place was in the pecking order in the family, and I was relating to, my brother as being higher than I, and I just think that's a mind blower. So even right from the start here, I was doing editorial cartooning. Now, what does this have to do with you as a cartoonist? One of the things that I found out by going online and listening to various artist interviews, what a lot of cartoonists have done is they start right there in their own families. They may change the names, they may change the situations, but there is a lot of material right there in your own family for you to report on. Now, I'm not suggesting, unless you're brave or suicidal, that you air all of your family's dirty laundry and put it out there on paper for all the world to see. But that might be a good place to start, even if you don't publish all of the cartoons that you make. What you're trying to do at first when you're a cartoonist, you're trying to get your ideas rolling, I guess, for lack of a better term. You're trying to start, you got to start somewhere to get some momentum going. And digging into your family history, particularly your childhood, is a good way to start. It doesn't matter, if you grew up a nerdy kid or, an athletic kid or a popular kid or whatever. It doesn't matter if the story has been told before, because there's only so many human experiences, but what does matter is that it's going to be told. Whatever happened to you, good or bad, is going to be told through your eyes and with your particular voice and perspective. And trust me, it's going to resonate with somebody. This book cover resonated with so many people that for about 2 or 3 years, I got paid about $25 each month for 2 or 3 years every time the book sold. So it was a great place for me to start, and I believe that it's a good place for you budding, wow, that's the term you don't hear anymore, you budding cartoonists to start with right there in your own childhood. So get started, let me know how this goes. This is Elgin, Subway Surfer Bowling, your creative caricature marketing consultant, and I'll be back.